Good evening, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. So, what is that we have in agenda today? That is something that we really want to cover, and I'm pretty sure you all are excited of with is the IFRS. IFRS पढ़ेंगे, IFRS के बारे में समझेंगे, IFRS को बिल्कुल डिटेल में कवर करेंगे आज हम. But before we really get on over there, what is the first thing that you would want to have from me? I'm sure is about my introduction. Guys, my name is Pankaj Dhingra and I'm a qualified chartered accountant and a CPA from US. I have been working with various corporates. Various corporates means, in last more than 20 years, I've worked with almost 4 corporates. I started off my journey with the Cargill Foods. I moved on to Wipro, and when I left Wipro, I was the head of finance over there. I was heading their controllership as a function. I moved to BlackRock to head their finance, and I worked there as the director of finance, handling their entire APAC as a region, and of course, India as an entity. Then I moved on to Boston Consulting and I headed their finance in India. And of course, at the same time, I was handling their global finance operations per se, what they really wanted to build on and of course, get onto the Indian front. And while I was doing all of that, I have been categorically very much involved in teaching and of course, training and of course, mentoring various professionals across the world. And that is how I'm here, my friend, taking you to the IFRS as to what the IFRS is. जब हम लोग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी कर रहे थे, जब हम लोगों ने CA करी, then that point in time, these things were not that common and not that we were aware of anything, something like that. But now is the time, my friend, to really think about various things that are really coming your way. And one of the things that you must be hearing out and you must be aware of right now, that is something being heard, being spoken on, and of course being the talk of the town is the IFRS. Many of the folks have been talking on the IFRS, and we as the learning providers, we get many queries, many questions from various students across the globe to understanding as to what the IFRS is all about. That was the reason, we thought that it is all the more a good reason for us to really come on the screen and talk on कि IFRS बच्चे होता क्या है. हम थोड़ा सा समझेंगे इसको बिल्कुल ग्रास रूट लेवल से, and I categorically made my presentation very simple for you. इसमें हम बिल्कुल टेक्निकल बातें नहीं करने वाले हैं, हम IFRS के अंदर बिल्कुल नहीं जाएंगे in terms of what those sections and what those standards are. But I really wanted to give you a perspective कि IFRS बच्चे होता क्या है, just to give you a color कि IFRS अगर आपके सामने दोबारा आता है तो you know what color of species that is, ताकि आपको पता हो कि ये होता ये है और इससे benefit ये हो सकता है. Some of the questions that I really have been having, and of course I've heard many students are asking this, I mean, not only to me but on the social media, on the various platforms. I really want to, I would say, start off the session with that just to give you some color of it. The पहला क्वेश्चन जो सब बच्चे पूछते हैं कि IFRS सर होता क्या है, इसे करने के फायदे क्या हैं, मेरी CV में वैल्यू क्या ऐड होगी, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन है, बहुत कॉमनली पूछा जाता है. वी विल डेफिनेटली गेट इनटू द नर्व्स ऑफ इट. एक और चीज जो बहुत सारे बच्चे पूछते हैं, आई एम श्योर वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके मन में भी रहा होगा या रहेगा, इज अबाउट व्हाट इज द स्कोप ऑफ IFRS. सर सुनना तो बहुत है, सुनते भी बहुत हैं कि IFRS इंप्लीमेंट करना है, ये कंपनी IFRS करती है, ये कंपनी IFRS में ये कर रही है, ये प्रोफेशनल ये कर रहा है, एंड सो ऑन सो फोर्थ. बट IFRS का अगर मैं करता हूं तो इसका स्कोप कुछ है, and the kind of companies that we have in India, are they really complying with the IFRS or not? That is something that is very prominent and very commonly heard amongst the student as the fraternity. We'll talk on that. We'll get into the details of it. Another thing that I hear out, and I'm sure that must be really fumbling onto your mind, is कि मुझे इंडेस आता है सर मैंने तो इंडियन CA शुरू करी, सर मुझे इंडेस सिखाया गया, मैंने इंडेस सीखा, अब मेरे को इंडेस आता है, तो क्या IFRS उससे सिमिलर होने वाला है या अलग होने वाला है या क्या है? सर बहुत सारी जगह ये सुना जाता है कि इंडेस जो है वो IFRS से काफी सिमिलर है, तो क्या ये बिल्कुल सेम रहेगा या डिफरेंट रहेगा, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. बिल्कुल आते हैं उस पर भी बात करेंगे. देन आई हैव गिवन माई CA फाइनल. सर मैंने CA फाइनल दे दिया है, अब ऑफ कोर्स मेरे पास टाइम है, मैं रिजल्ट के इंतजार कर रहा हूं. क्या ये टाइम है मुझे IFRS सीखने का या शुरू करने का? मुझे करनी चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए, क्या टाइम ठीक रहेगा सर, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. विल कम ऑन टू दैट टू. एंड देन आई हैव द नॉलेज ऑफ IFRS. कुछ हमारे साथ ऐसे बच्चे जुड़े होते हैं जो IFRS प्रैक्टिकली कहीं ना कहीं कर रहे होते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर इन द बिग फोर्स और दे आर इन सम ऑफ द MNCs, तो वहां पे वो ऑलरेडी IFRS की प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं या काम कर रहे हैं. Then the question is that do they really need to have some kind of a certification onto that IFRS, या वो जो काम कर रहे हैं वो it is good and I would say it is good to go. There is nothing extra that they really need to walk on the path to go forward. ऐसा भी कुछ है क्या सर? We'll talk on that too. And then what all are the certifications being available in the IFRS? किस तरह की certifications available हैं सर? आप उसके बारे में कुछ बताइए, तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे हम लोग. And then बहुत सारे बार बच्चे ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, एंड आई एम श्योर कहीं ना कहीं हर बच्चे के मन में ये सवाल आता है कि सर मैं क्या कर पाऊंगा IFRS को? मैं ये अगर कोर्स लेता हूं या मैं कोर्स करता हूं तो विल आई बी एबल टू क्वालिफाई इट, विल आई बी एबल टू डू दैट इन द फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. We'll talk on that. And then what is the pass percentage of DIP IFRS? We'll talk on that too. And last but not the least, what I've been hearing a lot is Ind AS versus IFRS, which is something I really touched upon. But if I study IFRS, अब मेरे को Ind AS नहीं आता है, मैंने IFRS पढ़ना शुरू किया सर, तो क्या मेरे को Ind AS समझ में आने लगेगा? क्या मेरे को Ind AS में भी सपोर्ट मिलेगी? And so on and so forth. मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चन यहां निकालने की कोशिश करी है, यहां डालने की कोशिश करी है, जो मुझे समझ में आता है कि बहुत सारे बच्चों के कॉमन डाउट्स होते हैं. बट इफ देयर इज एनीथिंग मोर दैट रियली कम ऑन टू योर माइंड एंड रियली कम ऑन टू योर वे, please feel free to comment on the comment box of this video. We'll definitely pick it up in the end and we'll try answering that too. Presentation that we have thought of that we would be covering in the coming 1 hour or so, of course intended to cover all of these questions जो आप यहाँ देख रहे हैं. हम इन सब के आंसर ढूंढने की कोशिश करेंगे, इन सब के आंसर लाने की कोशिश करेंगे ताकि आप तक वो इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंच जाए जो आपको चाहिए. बट while doing that, we will certainly be talking on various other things that are related to the IFRS, that are related to your career, that is related to your growth from the futuristic standpoint. And I'm sure if there is anything that may come your way as a doubt, as a concern, or as a question, then please feel free to ask in there, and then we'll be happy to answer that too. Shall we now jump in and kickstart the journey of understanding the IFRSs? Yes, sir. Let's just jump in. The first thing first, my friend, has to be the agenda for the day, agenda for the presentation that we have been that is coming your way. And the first thing first is that we will understand as to what the IFRS is all about. कौन सी स्पीशी है सर, क्या है सर, थोड़ा सा रोशनी डालो. We'll talk on that. We'll certainly talk on the scope of IFRS. I really want to pin down that. I really want to show you certain things on that. We'll talk on that too. We'll talk on, why should a chartered accountancy student or a qualified chartered accountant should be thinking about doing IFRS. We'll touch upon that. And then, is there any certification being available? We'll talk on that. There are multiple, I would say, certifications that are there. We'll circle that out. We'll see as to what those are and what kind of certification you should be thinking about. We'll talk on that. And then, what all are the options available from the standpoint of IFRS certification, and if that is what it is, then what one should be doing in that regard. Is that certification really required or not? We'll talk on that. And last but not the least is, of course, after covering all of that, and of course after covering the question that I just mentioned, उसके बाद भी कोई क्वेश्चन है बच्चे तो उसको भी उठाएंगे और उसको भी आंसर करने की कोशिश करेंगे. Moving on, my friend, what is IFRS? देखो बच्चे, ऐसा है, हम सब ने किसी ना किसी शेप एंड फॉर्मेट में अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड तो पढ़े ही हैं या हम पढ़ेंगे उन्हें. जो नए बच्चे हैं, जो अभी आए हैं चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी वर्ल्ड में, वो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स को पढ़ेंगे. जो हमारे पुराने बच्चे हैं, जो मेरे जैसे हैं, उन्होंने अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स को कहीं ना कहीं पढ़ा है. मैं बिल्कुल लेमनिस्ट टर्म्स में बताऊं बच्चे, विदाउट इवन सीइंग ऑन दिस स्लाइड. इमेजिन माय फ्रेंड, यू आर एन इंडियन कंपनी एंड वांट टू एक्वायर अ यूएस कंपनी. बट यूएस कंपनी तो ऑफ कोर्स यूएस फाइनेंशियल्स बनाती है और यूएस फाइनेंशियल लॉस के अकॉर्डिंगली बनाती है, यूएस फाइनेंशियल स्टैंडर्ड्स के अकॉर्डिंगली बनाती है. बिल्कुल ठीक बात है. इंडियन कंपनी तो इंडियन अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से बनाती है. बिल्कुल ठीक बात है सर. अब जब यूएस कंपनी को या इंडियन कंपनी को यूएस कंपनी एक्वायर करनी है, फॉर दैट मैटर, द फाइनेंशियल्स ऑफ बोथ द कंट्रीज आर वेरी मच डिफरेंट, because of course they follow the different accounting standard, different rules, and so on and so forth. Can you do the comparison? Can you do the acquisition basis the financials? Do you not really need the understanding as to what has gone behind the numbers? Yes, sir. That is one of the biggest reason the lawmakers, the regulators, the G20s of the world, the World Banks of the world, they all wanted us to have the single language for the books of accounts. And that's where the international financial reporting standards really took the heat on. They wanted one accounting standard to be followed across the world, which will resolve not only the concern of the comparability, but it will also help you understand the financials. It will also help you create the more transparency across the world of the entities that you may have in different geographies, and so on and so forth. That is why the IFRS really came into picture. That is why they really wanted IFRS to be there. IFRS stands for the International Financial Reporting Standard. I would say to be ACA, the common accounting language to be used across the globe, primarily to ensure that you have one accounting standard being followed in all of the geographies. That was the theme, that was the mantra this got started off with. But one thing that really happened, and of course it is still, I would say, evolving to an extent, is that even as of now, we have 140 countries who have taken up IFRS as their own set of accounting standards. They're not doing the local, national, I would say, level standards. They are following the IFRS. There are still some more countries which have to implement or have to accept or have to really go forward with the IFRS per se. But imagine, my friend, we have 140 countries currently living and doing IFRS, and that is one of the prominent reason you would find the IFRS really taking the heat in the corporate world, because many of the companies, many of the countries who are following the IFRS need the IFRS trained professionals. That is one of the reasons you would find companies now really asking for the IFRS trained professionals, and that is how the demand is really going up. Take it any big fours, my friend, take it any MNC who has the existence in one of these 140 countries would have to deal with the IFRS, and that is one of the reasons you would now see Ind AS / IFRS in any job requirement that may come your way. Is that clear? Yes, sir. In a layman's language, as I said, it is the accounting standard having the global recognition. I would say 140 countries is too big a number, my friend, for you to get recognized on. Accounting standard, we all know, are the guidelines and the standards. I just wanted to define that just to ensure that we are not missing on that. But it is being issued by the expert accounting body. And again, I'm not getting on who is issuing IFRS and so on and so forth. I'm really not getting in there. My whole intent is to make you understand as to what the IFRSs are and how they are getting more and more prevalent, more and more relevant for the student as a fraternity, for you as a professional, and for us as professionals. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Moving on, we have the different accounting standards. Just wanted to have this slide to just give you a sketch of, how the overall standards would look like. We have Ind AS, my friend. Then we have the US GAAP, or the statement of financial accounting, concept standards, whatever you want to call it. Then you have the IFRS, my friend, which is being recognized in the Europe and the rest of the world. You may have some local, I would say, standards also for, which are prevalent in those local countries. I've not mentioned over here, but that's, I would say, is the overarching flair or the layer of the accounting standard that you may see across the world. That we have, of course, the US GAAP that is being followed in the US continent. And then you have the IFRS, which is being followed in Europe and the rest of the world, which has adopted IFRS as their means of accounting standard for their own local and global reporting. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Now, why IFRS? We have really touched upon that. कि IFRS की जरूरत क्यों है हमें? Of course, अगर हम ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड को आज एक ग्लोबल विलेज जानने लगे हैं या मानने लगे हैं, तो इस ग्लोबल विलेज में हर झोपड़ी के अंदर जो अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड होना चाहिए वो सेम होना चाहिए. It's more like you should have the same flavor of accounting across the globe to make sure that you have the same understanding across the globe of financials, and that is the reason you have to have the unified standards across the globe. That's the mantra, that's the regime. That is something we all are aspiring to have. How much would that be in the coming, I would say, years? 140 is a too big number, my friend, in terms of what they have really achieved, And I'm pretty sure the way they're progressing on, you would see IFRS being implemented, I would say, across the globe. Now, considering that, my friend, we have the global standards for the global market. That is something that we are aspiring for. Again, the need is for better comparison, for enhanced understanding, for more transparency, and of course, in the end, you should be able to really put your finger on and say that, yes, this is what it is, and this is what I understand. This is what the standard says. Anybody and everybody should be able to say that in that manner at that point in time. That can only happen, my friend, if all of us study the same standards, know the same standards, and implement the same standards. That is what the IFRS is all about. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Moving on, what is the benefit of the IFRS? I think we have covered that at length. It certainly helps you generate and have more transparency, more accountability. You would certainly be more accountable if you do not have any information gap. One would certainly be more efficient. Efficiency will definitely improve if you're really helping your investor identify various opportunities and the risk across the world, which you can only and only do if you are able to make your information as much as relevant for them or as much as transparent for them. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Coming on to the scope. This is something, you would hear every time, and I have been to various sessions across the globe on the IFRS. I can tell you this is one thing that has been discussed at length everywhere. कि सर स्कोप क्या है IFRS का? सर हमें समझ में आता है सर, कॉमन लैंग्वेज है सर, ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड है सर, इंडियन अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड सिर्फ इंडिया के लिए है सर, ये ग्लोबल है सर, बहुत अच्छी बात है सर, सब कुछ समझ में आता है, बिल्कुल क्लियर है. स्कोप क्या है सर इसका? हमें फायदा क्या होगा सर इससे? अच्छा बच्चे, एक बात करते हैं. आप किसी भी कंपनी में जाओ आज की डेट में, किसी भी कंपनी को ज्वाइन करो, बीट एनी, क्या वो कंपनी सिर्फ इंडिया में है? या उसका बिजनेस सिर्फ इंडिया में है? या वो सिर्फ इंडिया में बिजनेस करते हैं, इंडिया से बाहर बिजनेस नहीं करती, या इंडिया से बाहर बिजनेस करना नहीं चाहती है? ऐसी कंपनीज हैं. हर कंपनी फॉर दैट मैटर really want to go abroad, really want to go more broader in terms of their business, in terms of their outreach, in terms of their expansion, in terms of their clients, in terms of their vendors and what not. In order to do that, you have to have the global standards being implemented in your company the way you would see those particular geographies being working out. If that is the case, would you not want to have IFRS being implemented for your company? Answer would be yes, sir. If that is the case, if that is the reason, would you not need IFRS professionals who understand what the IFRS is and who are able to implement IFRS for you? Answer is double yes. If that is the case, don't you think the scope for you to be in the IFRS field really enhances and really go multifold? Triple yes, sir. It is the basic, my friend. If you know something that is really coming up in a big time way, then early you board that, better you are. We know that we have 140 countries who have implemented IFRS and they're really doing fine and they're really doing what they're doing. You know that the scope or the number of countries are gonna be going up. We know that we are entering into the era wherein we have the multinational companies being floated there and then. Every time, anytime we would see these kind of companies coming on to India, outside India and whatnot. We know that global business organizations are being set up across the globe. Then what is one reason that you could give me that why would you not see the expansion of the IFRS professionals across the world? There is no reason, my friend. There has to be an increase in scope. There is an ever increase in scope that is there from the IFRS standpoint as far as the requirement of the professional is concerned. And I guess I can tell you one thing, the one thing that really surprised me today, I was, just changing few of the things onto this presentation today in the morning. And one thing I just did was I just went on to the google.com and I just typed in over there IFRS jobs. I would really want you to just go and just plug in your google.com, and if you are online right now at this point in time and you're there on the Google, just type IFRS job and press enter. you would be astonished, my friend, seeing the number of job opportunities that are there for the IFRS professionals. In some way or the other, organizations are asking for the IFRS knowledge, for you to have it, for you to be given the kind of job role that they have on their plate. In fact, I can tell you, I implemented IFRS almost 10 years back in the organization I was there at that point in time. That point in time, what we did when we were doing and implementing IFRS was that we didn't know anything. We read the context, the text. We took the help of the Big Four and we implemented that. But now situations have really changed. One, of course, Big Four has really gone, I would say, in a bigger way in terms of implementing IFRS for the companies or managing IFRS for the company. But at the same time, companies have started understanding that they do not only need the accounting professionals, but they need professionals who have the global knowledge of the standard, so they can really appreciate and implement what is really needed. And that is the reason you would see any job and every job right now that is being published would certainly have IFRS, US GAAP, and so on and so forth being there as one of the desired trait that they would need to have from the, I would say, potential candidate. That is the reason, my friend, the scope of IFRS is really going multifold. And I really want you, really request you to go and type the IFRS job on the google.com right now at this point in time and tell me how many openings you see. You'll be surprised, my friend, the kind of openings you have. It's amazing. That's how the scope has been. That's how the scope has been increasing. It is globally recognized. We have spoken enough on that. We have the huge opportunities of working in the global companies. You certainly have the overseas career opportunities. Just see around the corner in your company. You would find IFRS professionals being posted abroad, being posted in Europe, being posted in Middle East, being posted in Australia, and so on and so forth. You have that kind of an opportunity if you are there from the standpoint of this competencies being available in you. It is certainly in demand in various MNCs and of course the Big Fours. Take any Big Four, my friend. They now have a separate division that deals with the IFRS. You have various UK based or European based BPOs, KPOs, global business organization, global finance organization being set up not only in India but across the globe, across the APAC as a region. Do you have a scope there if you really know what this is? Yes, sir. Do you really want to doubt on the scope anymore? If you really Google it out, I'm pretty sure your understanding would be very, very different there. Now, I would only say one thing, that doing such a qualification or having such a, I would say trait or a knowledge or a qualification not only helps you, of course, getting the jobs that we just spoke on, or of course open up the gateway of what you may have if you really get in over there, but it certainly helps you have the edge, my friend, that not only helps in better promotion, I would say a very different designation, higher salaries, new client base. And this is something I really want to talk on to my practicing chartered accountants. I have two of my friends who are really veteran in their practice, and one is in Delhi and one is in Gurgaon, I can tell you that. Of course, not naming them, but they, of course, are facing an issue right now at this point in time because many of their multinational clients are looking for the IFRS expertise. They really need someone who can really help them in terms of, of course, managing their IFRS compliances, and two, you should be able to understand what is there in their financial and tell them what is right and what is wrong. So you not being the only auditor there are many people who are really looking at their financials. They expect you to really manage that, and you being the practitioner, you being the CA in practice, should be able to understand that, conceptualize that, and give back them what they exactly need. That can only happen, my friend, if you are aware of what these IFRS is, and I can tell you these are not the difficult ones. You already know a hell lot of stuff. It is just that that you really need to know as to what the IFRS is all about, and you should be able to give back the client that kind of service that he needs at that point in time. Will he be able to pay you more for that? Absolutely. You know why? Because he's not getting that in the market. The only place he gets the IFRS practitioners or the IFRS known, aware people is in Big Fours. No common, or I would say mid-sized firms are having that as a competency, can you not create an X factor there if you really have that knowledge? If you really have that bent of mind? Can you not really open up a new stream of revenue for you that would be highly remunerating for you too? Because that is not something wherein you have a competition from your, I would say, the left and the right of the CA firms who would be offering the same service at a cheaper price. You would not be facing that as a competition because you would be knowing something which many of the CA firms or many of the chartered accountants are not aware. And you can command the price, you can command the price of the knowledge that you have, and of course, sky's the limit. Is that not something that one should be really thinking about? Creating an X factor, my friend, is something you should always be thinking about. Before qualification, after qualification, after getting 10 clients, after getting 100 clients, after getting 1,000 clients, creating an X factor is something you should never be forgetting, because if you forget the creation of the X factor for getting the new thing or getting something new, you would get on to a stigma. And that is something one should always avoid, and that is something one should really look upon when one is looking at IFRS at this point in time. Remember, my friend, it is a bandwagon which has not just pulled off right now at this point in time. It is going to get pulled off. You have to board that as soon as possible. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Moving on to few of the companies I really wanted to build this slide, and this slide I can tell you is just the resultant of the IFRS jobs that I just typed in the Google in the morning today. I just typed IFRS jobs in the morning in the Google, and these all were the companies that were there that really showed that they really need the IFRS professionals. And you would see various Indian companies being there because these companies are, of course, having their businesses in those geographies, in those areas wherein the IFRS requirement is the prime concern. Is that not really motivating, sir? Yes, sir. It is indeed, my friend. It is very motivating because you would see big time names over here which are really calling for the big time IFRS professionals at various levels. So these are not the entry level positions. If you really scan through the, I would say, the search that you would have, you would realize that these are not just the entry level positions. These all are positions at various levels across the organization. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Very clear, sir. Very motivating, sir. Moving on, why should a chartered accountant, a qualified chartered accountant or a CA student should do an IFRS? Is that not something that is really troubling your stomach? Yes, sir. It really does, sir. And we don't have the solution, sir. नहीं समझ में आता है, sir. एक तो सर CA से फुर्सत नहीं मिलती है, sir. पहले तो हमारा चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट जिसके पास हम काम कर रहे हैं वो हमें छुट्टी नहीं देता है. किसी तरह से छुट्टी मिलती है सर तो पेपर दे देते हैं सर. एक पेपर खत्म होते हैं सर तो रिजल्ट की इंतजार रहती है सर. अब सर रिजल्ट आता है तो अगले की तैयारी करनी होती है सर. सर कैसे करें, कब होगा, कैसे होगा, फायदा भी होगा नहीं होगा, एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. वी हैव द आंसर, माय फ्रेंड. Many of the questions we have already answered in terms of how would that help you. I would say one thing that you should certainly know is that it is the gateway, my friend, to get into the global finance. ये एक normal finance में रहने वाली positioning के लिए qualification नहीं है. आप इसको करके बहुत सारी global companies में जा सकते हैं, उनके साथ काम कर सकते हैं, उनके साथ grow कर सकते हैं. It would certainly provide you better growth opportunity. एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है जो कि सिर्फ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है. एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है जो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है प्लस उसे IFRS की सर्टिफिकेशन भी है या IFRS जानता भी है या IFRS के बारे में उसको नॉलेज भी है. Do you think it would have an additional value for an organization? Yes. And if he has the additional value, do you think he would be recognized by the companies? Absolutely yes. Do you think he would have a different growth path? Absolutely yes. Do you think he would have a better salary? Absolutely yes. कहाँ है डाउट? डाउट सिर्फ ये है कि सर मैं क्या ये कर सकूंगा, मेरे से होगा ये. हो पाएगा या नहीं पाएगा, आएंगे उस पर भी आते हैं। अभी एक चीज जो मुझे बिल्कुल और बिल्कुल डिस्कस करनी है वो ये कि ये आपको स्ट्रांग एज तो देता ही है अपने कॉम्पिटिटर से, जो भी आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में होंगे, आपको ग्लोबल जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज देता है, बट एक प्रैक्टिसिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के लिए ये एक नया क्लाइंट बेस भी ओपन करता है। अगर आप एक प्रैक्टिसिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हैं और आपके पास आईएफआरएस की नॉलेज है या आईएफआरएस डिलीवर करने की क्षमता है, या आप अपनी प्रोफाइलिंग में ये दिखा सकते हैं कि आप आईएफआरएस प्रोफेशनल हैं और आपके पास आईएफआरएस प्रोफेशनल अपनी फर्म में हायर्ड भी हैं, तो आपको काम भी वैसा ही मिलता है। और ये काम, जैसा कि मैंने कहा, एक हाईली रेम्यूनरेटेड काम होता है एज कंपेयर टू द अदर वर्क दैट यू डूइंग, विच सर्टेनली क्रिएट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट वैल्यू फॉर योरसेल्फ। डज दैट क्रिएट एन ऑल्टरनेटिव करियर अपॉर्चुनिटी वाइल डूइंग द चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी? मैं एक सीए स्टूडेंट हूं, मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा हूं, मैं पेपर दे रहा हूं, मैंने आईपीसीसी क्लियर कर लिया है या कर रहा हूं, फाइनल क्लियर कर लिया है या कर रहा हूं। हो सकता है सर, अगर मैं अभी शुरू करता हूं आईएफआरएस को सीए के साथ, तो क्या मुझे बेनिफिट मिलेगा सर? बच्चे, मैं ना हमेशा से इसको ऐसे समझता हूं और ऐसा समझाना भी चाहूंगा, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी के साथ क्वालिफिकेशन वो लो जो एक तो सीए के साथ कर सको। बहुत अच्छी बात है सर, आईएफआरएस सर, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड सर, बिल्कुल सीए के साथ कर सकते हैं। दूसरा, जिसके साथ आपको जब आप सीए क्वालिफाई हो जाए तो आपको फायदा मिल सके। ऑफ कोर्स सर, अगर मैं क्वालिफाई हो जाऊंगा और मेरे पास आईएफआरएस भी होगा तो मुझे फायदा मिलेगा, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, बहुत अच्छी बात है। तीसरी जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है बच्चे, जो हर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी स्टूडेंट के लिए समझनी जरूरी है, वो ये कि जो भी काम करो बच्चे, वो ऐसे करो कि अगर गॉड फॉरबिड सीए क्लियर नहीं भी हुई, तब भी जो आप आज कर रहे हो ना, वो आपको फायदा जरूर दे। उसमें भी आईएफआरएस को डबल क्लिक मिलता है, बिकॉज इवन इफ गॉड फॉरबिड योर सीए इज नॉट क्लियर्ड फॉर व्हाटसएवर रीजन and you have the IFRS qualification being attached to you, you would certainly be recognized in the market. You as a CA, IPCC would not have that recognition in the market, but you being the IFRS professional would have a very different standing in the market. If you doubt on that, just go on to the Google and check on it. Please check on it. You would see a very, very different understanding, my friend. And that is something every chartered accountancy student has to understand. He has to do something along with the CA that can secure his profession, that can secure his future. If God forbid his CA is not cleared, he should have something to look upon. And this is one of the avenue, my friend. That would give you flavor, that would give you a standing, that would give you, I would say, a platform to really build on in the longer period of time. और क्योंकि ये सीए के साथ हो सकता है, तो आपकी सीए को ये हैम्पर भी नहीं करता है। Isn't that something really great? और एक चीज और which I really want to talk on to the CA student is कि बच्चे एग्जाम तो दे दिया है, घर पे बैठे हुए हो, रिजल्ट का इंतजार कर रहे हो, तो भाई 3 महीने 4 महीने जो हैं कुछ कर लो, अच्छा कुछ ऐसा कर लो जो शायद आने वाले टाइम में 6 महीने 7 महीने साल में आपके लिए डबल रिटर्न लेके आए। और ये चीज़ शायद उसी की तरफ आपको लेके जाती है कि ये वहाँ आपको बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड कर सकता है। यू नो व्हाट इज द बिगेस्ट, I would say, worry that I have, that many of the students at times they are not aware of these opportunities just because they are close in their mind कि नहीं पहले ये पहले ये पहले ये पहले वो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट मैं पहले या दूसरे की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा, मैं तो साथ की बात कर रहा हूं। कोई चीज अगर आप साथ कर सकते हो तो उसको बिल्कुल और बिल्कुल मिस करना नहीं चाहिए। एंड दैट इज समथिंग आई रियली वांट टू हाईलाइट ओवर हियर। इज दैट क्लियर? यस सर। मैंने फोटोज बहुत अच्छी पेस्ट करवाई हैं यहां पे, जस्ट टू मेक श्योर दैट यू गेट द फीलर कि देखो अगर बच्चा आईएफआरएस करता है तो वो कितना खुश नजर आता है। Isn't that clear? Yes, sir. All right. Is there any certification needed? अब बच्चे ये इतना सवाल कई बच्चों के मन में आता है कि सर मेरे को तो आईएफआरएस आता है सर, मैं जिस कंपनी में काम करता था सर उसने मुझे रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन सर एज पर आईएफआरएस सिखा दिया सर, मैंने 2 कंपनीज का सर रेवेन्यू रिकग्निशन किया हुआ है सर एज पर आईएफआरएस सर मैंने लीज अकाउंटिंग की हुई है सर एज पर आईएफआरएस सर मुझे आपको लगता है सर मुझे डिग्री की जरूरत है? क्यों नहीं है बच्चे, क्यों नहीं है? जो आपने काम किया हुआ वो सीवी पे नजर आ जाएगा। आप सीवी पे दिखा दोगे? आपको लगता है वो सीवी पे काउंट होगा आपका जो आपने काम किया हुआ है? सिर्फ वो काम तब काउंट होगा बेटे अगर आपके पास ऐसी कोई सर्टिफिकेशन होगी जो उस काम को डबल या ट्रिपल तरीके से आपको दिखाने का मौका देगी। जो आपने काम किया हुआ है वो आपको बिल्कुल और बिल्कुल हेल्प करेगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ यू डूइंग द वर्क द वे यू हैव बीन डूइंग द वर्क एंड ऑफ कोर्स द वे यू वुड डू द वर्क। बट in order to get into the limelight of the organizations, of the MNCs, of the big fours, and so on and so forth, you have to have some certification being attached to you that would add a very different value and that would give you a very different pedigree to really be there and really be there for them. And that is the reason, my friend, you certainly need to have some certification being done for the IFRS that would help you in terms of having that pedigree, in terms of having that understanding, in terms of having that placement for yourself that would give you a very different limelight. And that is the reason, my friend, these certifications are certainly important. One is, of course, the certificate in IFRS. That is a I would say one exam kind of a thing. You can get a certificate in IFRS. Another one is diploma in IFRS, which is again called DIP-IFR. And the third one is the full-fledged ACCA, which certainly gives you an edge in terms of you knowing the IFRS at large. But I can tell you one thing. One thing that is very common is that certificate in IFRS is being chosen by the folks who have done IFRS at length in various organizations, who just do not need, I would say, end-to-end IFRS understanding. However, because certificate in IFRS at times really do not get into that kind of a detail. DIP-IFR certainly gives you a detailed understanding of IFRS, and not only one or two, but all of the IFRSs that are being relevant for the organization at large. That is the reason DIP-IFRS is something which is very, very commonly chosen by the student to be the one that they would need to be added onto their CV. Only one exam is there for certificate in IFRS, and of course, one exam is there for the DIP-IFRS. We have 13 exams that are there in the ACCA. Of course, depending upon where you are in your chartered accountancy, you are eligible for various exemptions. And I really want to talk on over here just to give you some flavor of it. If you are a chartered accountancy student and you have qualified your IPCC, CA IPCC क्वालिफाई कर लिया बच्चे, तो अगर आपने CA IPCC क्वालिफाई कर लिया तो इन 13 एग्जाम्स के अंदर से आपको 7 एग्जाम्स नहीं देने होते हैं. You are not going to give the 7 exams. You're only going to give the 6 exams if you have cleared your CA IPCC. And of course, when I say CA IPCC, it is CA IPCC plus BCom, because I'm presuming that you would have done your BCom. एंड बच्चे अगर किसी भी तरह से आपने सीए फाइनल दिया और सीए फाइनल में किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में 40 प्लस आ गए बट ग्रुप क्लियर नहीं हुआ, तो आपका वो एग्जाम भी एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाता है. तो एट मैक्स यू कैन गेट अप टू 9 एग्जामिशंस if you are a CA final student and have got 40 plus marks in some of the subjects which are giving you exemption, and of course only leaving the 4 exams to be given at the professional level. ये करके भी आप ACCA qualify कर सकते हैं. Again, to cut the long story short, what I'm trying to say is that these are the 3 gateways to become an IFRS professional. One of the most commonly chosen gateway of really having the right amount of knowledge and right flair and of course right recognition in the market is diploma in IFRS. I would say that is again called DIP-IFR. One can really choose on DIP-IFR and of course go forward to it and of course be there as the IFRS professional. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Now coming on to again the list of the question, I think I really answered all of that. I really wanted to cover all of these questions just to give you a flavor, my friend, that how would that help you. One thing that I have not categorically answered, which I really wanted to cover up over here, is what is the similarity between the Ind AS and the IFRS. I can tell you Ind AS is nothing but the I would say Ind AS is nothing but the kid of an IFRS. It has many of the things being taken up from the IFRS. So you would find many similarities between the IFRS and the Ind AS, because many of the standards are nothing but to an extent being taken up what is being there in the IFRS. That is certainly there, but they have customized the same to the Indian context. Hence, there is a difference whatever that number is, 5, 7, 10, 15%. There is certainly a difference, but that's not pure IFRS per se. Again, as I said, they have been taken from the IFRS, so you would certainly find the similarities. Would doing IFRS can help you doing Ind AS or vice versa? Answer is absolutely yes. It would certainly help. You have to cover up the differences. You have to cover up the changes, which if you are a CA student and you have already covered the Ind AS, it makes hell lot easier for you, because I would say you know the 80%. You have to cover up the remaining 20% and be there for the purpose of giving that exam. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Now coming on to the last piece that I really wanted to have, my friend, that is the Q&A. If there is anything that I have not been able to take up or not been able to pick up from the question standpoint, I'll be super happy, my friend, to really pick up and start answering that. All right, I have the list over here. Okay. What is the difference between the CERT IFRS and DIP IFRS? I think I briefly touched upon that. CERT IFRS is I would say is a baby version of the DIP IFRS. In CERT IFRS, you get the multiple choice question in the exam. It's a 1 hour exam. In DIP IFRS, you certainly get a full-fledged question, and it is a diploma course, right? After getting the after doing the DIP IFRS, you effectively get a diploma from ACCA that you are a diploma holder in IFRS, which is being recognized by various corporates. It's a 3-hour 15-minute exam having 4 questions of 25 marks each, and that is a full-fledged I would say financial reporting paper that will give you a consolidation flavor, that will give you a group accounting, that will give you a different IFRSs are being asked, and so on and so forth. I've just given my CA final exam in December 2021 attempt, and I'm waiting for my result. So can I prepare for DIP IFRS in these 2 to 3 months? Ideally, I would say DIP IFRS preparation really needs 3 to 4 months of time frame. Anything lesser than that is not fair. You would need at least 3 to 4 months to really be, I would say, 100% prepared for it. Exam happens in June and December for DIP IFR. The next exam is in June 2022. So if you take on DIP IFR right now at this point in time, by June, I think you'll certainly be there. And of course, you can attempt your next exam in May any which ways. And certainly after that, you can really go for the DIP IFRS. So answer would be yes, but it is not 2 to 3 months. It is 3 to 4 months. सर इंडिया में तो इंड एएस एप्लीकेबल है ना? बिल्कुल इंडिया में इंड एएस एप्लीकेबल है, बट क्या सिर्फ इंड एएस चलता है? नहीं, आपको बहुत सारा और कुछ जानना होता है. जब भी आप कंपनी के अंदर जाएंगे, आप फील भी करेंगे इस चीज को, आपको कहीं ना कहीं ग्लोबल अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड के साथ तो डील करना ही पड़ेगा. एंड दैट इज वेयर हैविंग ए ग्लोबल टिंच सर्टेनली हेल्प्स. Which to choose between CERT IFR and DIP IFR, and which is better between the two? You have to decide, my friend. I think CERT IFR, as I said, is not full-fledged IFRS. It does not provide you detailed understanding as DIP IFRS does. And from the recognition standpoint in the market, DIP IFR has more or a better recognition than CERT IFR. But again, you need to decide what is right for you. Sir, approximate how many companies in India have adopted IFRS? I would say something like this, that you should, there is no figure that is public right now that can really tell you that how many companies have adopted IFRS. But all I can tell you is that companies which have existence outside India, which are bound to do the IFRS accounting in those geographies in which they are outside India, they have started adopting IFRSs, including some of the big names like the L&T, like the Wipros of the world, and so on and so forth. How much salary after the DIP IFRS? I would say, it really depends on, what are you drawing right now at this point in time. And it also depends on what is your, I would say, what is your skill set right now at this point in time. Let's say you are a BCom graduate. Let's say you do the DIP IFR and you do not have any CA background. Will you have anyone picking you up in the Big Four? Answer would be yes. how much salary they would offer. Generally, if you are a BCom, only BCom graduate, and you are a DIPA-IFR qualified student, they might hire you as an intern to start with, and then they'll take on and of course explore you. You would explore the organization and they'll build on, and you will go on from there. But if you are a chartered accountancy qualified student or a CA qualified candidate, and then you do a DIPA-IFR, your salary can be very, very different from there. If you are a CA IPCC student and you do a DIPA-IFR along with that, your growth prospects can be very different. Let's say you are at the 5 lakh of salary as a CA IPCC candidate in an organization, and you have a DIPA-IFR being added on to you. Your growth prospect of becoming a senior there in that organization really increases, and of course your salary will also increase the same way. Cost of all, cost details, eligibility details, all of that, we would certainly give you all of that details in the description box of this video. You can just go and check on that, and we'll be happy to, take it on from there. If there is any question, my friend, that you may have in addition to what we have just spoken on, and I'll just have a quick look again. If there is any question that you may have, you can post that in the comment box of this video. We'll be happy to provide you the answer. There is a lot that we are doing in the description box of this video, not only from the standpoint of giving you the detailed understanding of the course, but also to give you a detailed perspective of what the DIPA-IFRS would be, what the Cert IFR would be. There are some blogs that we have really written up over there. We would be giving all of that in the description box. Just go and check that out. And if there is any concern, please do not hesitate to really contact us. We'll be happy to provide you answer for each and every concern that you may have. मैं एक ही चीज कहूंगा बच्चे एंड में, जो आप सबको समझने की जरूरत है, वो ये कि हम सबको एक एज तो चाहिए. वो एज चाहिए अपने नेबर से, अपने साथ के कॉम्पिटिटर से, अपने साथ वाले फ्रेंड से. हम सबको एक एज चाहिए टू ग्रो बेटर. And all of these qualifications, all of these certifications certainly gives you the edge, and these all are something that is being possible along with your chartered accountancy. और इसीलिए ये बहुत relevant हो जाता है हमारे लिए कि हम इनकी तरफ right step, right point in time पे लें. जितना जल्दी हम समझेंगे कि नहीं, चीज़ें चेंज हो रही हैं, और जो चीज़ें चेंज हो रही हैं वो 5 साल में कुछ और नज़र आएंगी, उनके लिए मैं आज स्टेप ले लूँ, मैं उतना जल्दी ग्रो करूँगा. अगर मैंने US CPA आज करी होती तो शायद मुझे वो ग्रोथ नहीं मिली होती, बट मैंने US CPA 2005-06 में करी तो मेरी ग्रोथ बहुत डिफरेंट थी दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम, बिकॉज आई समवेयर रियलाइज्ड कि US GAAP is gonna be prominent at some point in time. I somewhere realized that IFRS is gonna be prominent at some point in time. इसलिए मैंने IFRS किया, इसलिए मैंने US GAAP किया. You have to think future. You have to think how things are progressing, how things are moving. Taking right step at right point in time is super, super, super important. And whosoever would do it would certainly have the edge, would certainly have a very growth plan, very different growth plan. And that is something one should never forget. Is that clear? Yes, sir. But having said that, कोई भी और डाउट है, कोई भी और कंसर्न है, कोई भी और क्वेरी है, तो कमेंट बॉक्स है ना, फटाफट से जाओ कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखो. डिस्क्रिप्शन में बहुत सारी डिटेल मिल रही है, उसको देखो, हमें कॉल लगाओ. कोई क्वेरी है, कोई कंसर्न है, our team is there to help you to resolve all your concern, and we'll be happy to provide you any guidance that you may need. कोर्स के लिए रजिस्टर करना है तो उसकी डिटेल भी गिवन है. आप फटाफट से रजिस्टर करो. जून 2022 में एग्जाम है, तैयारी फटाफट से शुरू करो. चलते हैं आगे. That is what I wanted to cover in this session, my friend. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the session. अगर लाइक करते हो या लाइक करा है तो फटाफट से लाइक का बटन जरूर दबा देना, और हम मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट सेशन में, wherein we'll pick up something different, something more to value add on you. Till then, this is Pankaj Dhingra signing.